Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenos días, o buenas tardes, o buenas noches. So you might be watching this recording at different times of the day. So we say good morning, buenos días, good afternoon, buenas tardes, or good night, buenas noches. As always, I'm going to start with the date, la fecha del día. Hoy, today, es 20 de agosto del 2020. Hoy es 20. Comenzamos con el día. Remember, we always begin with the day. De agosto. Seguimos con el mes, the month. Y terminamos con el año. And we finish with the year. Año. Hoy es 20 de agosto del 2020. But also we have learned the days of the week. So we can now add the day of the week on our date. Hoy es jueves 20 de agosto del 2020. Today is Thursday, the 20th of August of 2020. Remember that in Spanish we do not capitalize the months, and we do not capitalize the days of the week. Yes. I'll give you a few seconds to write it down. Remember that you can always pause this video, go back, go forward. Mi objetivo del día, my objective. I will name the 4 seasons of the year in Spanish. So it is very simple today. Vamos a aprender, vamos a nombrar las 4 estaciones del año en español. 4 seasons. You might be able to see from the pictures the 4 seasons. Maybe spring. Spring, summer, autumn or fall, and winter. Las estaciones del año. The seasons of the year. Estación, seasons. Año, year. The seasons of the year. Las estaciones del año. Las estaciones del año. ¿Qué estación es? First off, I just look at this real quick and I notice that it has question marks. Remember that in Spanish you have a question mark at the beginning and one at the end. So it's always going to look one beginning, one ending. So now it's asking you something. I don't really know what it's asking me, but I just learned this word means season. And from the past, when I learned what day is it, I learned that es means is, so I could just start making an inference. Season is. Maybe what I'm asking is, what season is? What is the season? And notice that words don't match. Yes, the K or the what starts the question, but then your verb in here is second, for Spanish is at the end, and the noun in Spanish is second, but for English is at the end. So just keep in mind, translations are not going to be word by word. Meanings are what matters. ¿Qué estación es? What is the season? What season is it? So I could have just written it like that. What? And then it would match. Second would be estación. What season is it? It looks a little bit weird, but it could actually work like that. So just remember, what matters is the meaning. Remember that you can always pause the video. You can always rewind the video. What season is it? Okay. Primera estación, first season. La primavera. La primavera. La primavera. And just like I've told you before, words in Spanish come from Latin, so this just literally means the first. That's prima. And vera means green. So when the greens start coming out, the spring, when the plants start getting green, so just after winter, la primavera, spring, primavera. And notice that I don't say the spring in English, but in Spanish I'm actually saying the spring, la primavera.
Okay. Well, are you? I don't
Remember
think you
to
are
pause
enrolled anymore. I think the school kicked you out.
if you need to pause.
Yes,
Fácil.
because I believe
Very
that last
easy.
Friday was the last day, so you guys would need to re-enroll or call. You have to call school today.
Siguiente estación, next season, summer.
All right.
El
No problem.
verano. El verano. If you remember from our last season, vera means green. So this is the season of the greens. Everything is green. Primavera was the first green. Verano is the season of the green. El verano. El verano. Next season, called el otoño, fall or autumn. Fall is the simple way to say it. Autumn is the sophisticated way to say it. So if you remember from what I've told you before, Big words in English come from Latin or Greek. In this case, autumn comes from Latin, and Latin borrowed it from other languages. Pretty much is the dry up season. So whenever the plants start drying up, and we always see autumn with leaves drying up. That's the way we see it. So in English, they use a Latin term. In Spanish, we say otoño, which actually is a derivation of autumn, but just throughout the years, it has changed. El otoño. El otoño. And the last season that we have, invierno, winter. Now, this word is just rest. And you might actually know a little bit more if I show you where the word invierno comes from. So invierno comes from the word hibernus, to rest. And you might know that animals, for example a bear, will go on to sleep for a long period when there's no food available. Usually, no food available is during the winter. There are no greens. So they go to sleep. So invierno is the season of rest, of sleep. If you remember when I was telling you about the months of the year, for the Romans, January and February did not exist as months because there was no war to wage and no food to pick up. So it was hibernus, invierno, time to rest. El fin, the end. El fin, the end. El final, the final, the end. Ciao.